Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back to another go through my trash empties video. And we're going to start off with makeup. Let's just talk about these two. These are from Essence. I went through a Essence Lash Princess primer. And also I went through the Essence Lash Princess mascara, which you know for years I've been telling you I have nothing bad to say. I quite liked, even though this is a green tint. Okay, it's like a pale white green cast that creeps some of you out. But I found that this was a good primer, even with other mascaras. Not even just this mascara, but this mascara does not need a primer, but this primer with this mascara, very good. I don't see how you could possibly beat $4.99. I just don't. So whenever I'm at Ulta, I try to always pick up Essence Lash Princess. I went through a e.l.f. This is like the Too Faced wax situation here, where you've got like this wax that you put on with a spoolie, and then on the other end of it is a comb and a little brush. And I found that this is really a dupe for Too Faced. You don't get as much product as you do with Too Faced, but it worked exactly the same. I like it. I will buy that again. And then Build a Brow by Maybelline. Love this. Okay, it has a gel for those who are so inclined and don't necessarily need something as strong as Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I would suggest you put it on after, because it just doesn't have the hold for before. But this is a single pen that I had no problems with it at all. If you are good at doing pens, this one I think is one of the better ones there is. There are other pens that I love, but I wouldn't hesitate to get this thing again. I really enjoyed it. I felt like, this part here is a waste for me, but I felt like the pen is really good. It never leaked, not around it, didn't splat. Okay, I've talked to you about pens that do splat and ones that leak around the top. This did neither. I would buy this again. I have two things for lifestyle, and ironically, both are a deodorant. My everyday deodorant is from Secret, and I like the Cool Water Lily. Went through one of these, love it, and I've actually already purchased another one. This is my standard deodorant. I used to use Degree when I worked at the hospital, but I just frankly don't sweat that much now. And then I got this weird thing here from Pacifica. Now, I almost didn't even give it a try, but I'm glad that I did. So this is Pacifica Underarm Deodorant Odor Neutralizing Wipes. It has coconut milk, witch hazel, and aloe vera. And of course, like any wipe, you just open this up and pull one out. Wipe your pits with it. And it smells tropical, lovely. Okay, it does feel weird. Like, you know how when your skin sticks, right, to itself? It does that number, but that goes away after a little bit, and it did work. Now, I don't sweat much in my retirement years. I'm not running around sweating a lot, so I can't speak for how this would hold up if you were going to the gym. I don't know. This could absolutely work at the gym, but I found that by nightfall, I didn't have stinky pits. Now, take that for what you will, because like I said, I'm not over here on the treadmill. So finally, I went through this. This is the Color Wow Extra Large Bombshell Volumizer Mousse. I purchased this small size, like I often do when I want to see, like, is this better than what I'm currently using? Let's get the small size, try it out and see. I don't remember who I was going up against this with. It probably was Living Proof. And then I found Moroccan Oil. And Moroccan Oil just kind of grabbed my heart, and I have almost their whole line now. But I did make myself this is a fantastic mousse, okay? I just like this mousse is a watery mousse. I like a more poofy kind of shaving cream kind of mousse, right? Which the Moroccan Oil is. This one is more watery, and so I don't like it as well, but it does an absolute wonderful job. Color Wow makes some really great products. So yeah, really great mousse. If you like Color Wow, don't be afraid to use that. I went through another Got2B Powderful. Love using this. I buy this one because it's so darn close. It's not funny to Sexy Hair's Powder Play, which I also love. That's how I get this oomph, this high oomph to my hair, is because of this. I just take and I put it, let's see if we can get a little bit out. And then you just do this and I run it through my hair, and then I basically don't have to do very much else because it gives me the oomph that I need for my hair. So yeah, I already have 2 more of those. And then we have my Haielle products, which I'm taking a break from right now. Not because this isn't wonderful. I mean, I've been speaking about this for a while. I love Haielle. But I wanted to see about this shampoo by L'Oreal. I saw like, it was either a reel or a TikTok, something, where a hairstylist was pointing out drugstore products that were really good and those that weren't for your hair. So I bought that shampoo. Haielle is wonderful for your hair. Boost strength and vitality with Haielle Volume Shampoo. Love it. And I also finally went through the Haielle Complete Recovery Complex. Supports hair follicle regeneration. It's a little serum that you put on the roots of your hair. It took me forever to go through this because I didn't use it all the time. Okay, I just every once in a while went, ooh, I should probably try that some more. I should probably be more consistent with this. And so I would use it. But I remember when I first got it, I used it all the time and I really liked it. So yeah, finally finished that up. Okay, then we got this big mess in here full of skincare. First thing I pull out is actually this from my son. One of the things I would really recommend for people on a budget, which most of us are, is Cetaphil and CeraVe from the drugstore. But I recommended this to my son to use in the shower, and I just finished it up after he left because he had 2 other bottles and he took those with him. It's the Extra Gentle Daily Scrub Combination Oily to Sensitive Skin. Gently exfoliates with microfine particles to reveal radiant looking skin. It has vitamins B5 and E, hydrating glycerin, la la la. I used it on my face in the shower. He was using this around Henry, his stoma. Remember I told you he named his stoma Henry? So whenever he would take off his ileostomy bag and get in the shower, because you have to do that, you know, to get the glue that is on your skin, right? And he needed something gentle, but something that would like exfoliate that glue off of there. Not the stoma itself, but, you know, around it, where the glue was. And this is what he was using. And I told him, use that on your face too. That's really good for you. So I don't know if he did or not. I went through an e.l.f. Holy Hydration e.l.f. Off Makeup Remover. And you might remember I told you in the past that this was a dupe for Lancome Biofacil. I lied. Actually, it kind of depends on what mascara you're wearing. Okay, so if you are wearing something like waterproof mascara or a tubing mascara, which really should be taken off, you know, with water. But if you can't, for some reason, do that, this doesn't cut through those as well as Biofacil does. But on the daily, I would buy this again. It's the same kind of eye makeup remover, and it does do what Biofacil does. But like I said, if it's something stubborn, Biofacil does do better than this. So I take that back a little, a little bit. And yeah, but I would buy this again. It's a nice, inexpensive makeup remover. This is a big Tonique Lancome hydrating toner. And whenever people come for me with torches over Lancome's alcohol use and say, Lancome is so bad for your skin. Well, I've been using Lancome skincare for 40 some years. Okay. Is it really so bad for my skin? Are we really going to put a witch hunt out for Lancome? This stuff feels so good on your skin. If you want to try Lancome skincare and you want to make sure that you're getting no alcohol, then do their toner. It's fabulous. I have 3 more bottles of that. Not that big, but I have 3 more bottles of it. I've gone through another Genefique, and, you know, this is the one that people are like, Lancome is so bad for you. Lancome has alcohol. God. Ooh, ooh. Call the police. Mary is over there using alcohol on her face. I love this. Yeah, I got another bottle. I've been using this for years. I may not actually get the holiday box this year, or I might just get a big thing of Genefique throughout the year. I don't know, because I already bought the palette that's in the Lancome. Like, I'm not going to have 3 of those. Want to see it? It's beautiful. I already bought this thing. individually. Now, having said that, though, if you don't own that palette, wow, what a wonderful holiday box, right? Yeah, get it. But for me, like I said, I don't want to have 3 of those sitting around here. So I might just buy a big bottle of Genefique. I don't know. So I went through the vegan Blackberry complex. Darn it. I left a little bit in there so that you could see. But see, I shook it up. And it is a very pale purple, like blackberries would be. But this essence is so cool because if you just let it set, it divides. And it's like a cream on top of blackberry juice. That's what it seems like anyway. It's cream essence. Oh, this stuff feels wonderful. I loved using this. Every single day I loved when I used this. And then there's the Blackberry Intense Cream. Now, I got to be honest with you. One of you, I'm not going to say who, I remember who did it, okay? But one of you sent me like the mask, which is one of the best masks out there, I think. Buy this stuff here. I'll have the links below for all of this stuff. Buy it from buy it from those links. You can use my links, and thank you if you do. But I'm going to link to, I think I buy it at Yes Style. I don't buy this from Marianne May. And one of you told me on Instagram and went through quite a hassle over that mask, bought it, it was open, and I don't think you ever did get a refund for it. So I'm so sorry about that. I feel like I didn't do it, but I feel responsible because I told you what a great product this is. And then, you went and bought it. I'm pretty sure I didn't link, though, to their website. I'm pretty sure I linked to Yes Style. In any case, I don't have any problem with Marianne May at Yes Style. So what I'm trying to say is that one of you, almost said her name, sent me those masks. Oh, and I loved them. And I think like half of the Marianne May stuff I have, I purchased because I tried the stuff that you sent to me, right? I don't remember what you sent me and what I bought. Okay, but I at least bought half of the Marianne May stuff that I have. And this is good. City Beauty Brightening Eye Cream. It's Revitalize and Depuff. Okay, now this is just one of a couple, I think, eye products in here that I didn't finish. If it's not hawing with my makeup, and I've waited like 2 hours after I put this on, it's still pilling, I don't want to mess with it, okay? So I don't want to try and figure out what products are or are not working together, and that's the issue I was having with this. But City Beauty, if you like City Beauty products, this is their brightening eye cream, and, I used it. It's very nice. Like I said, it was just pilling on me, so I quit.
Nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that.
I'm throwing this away. This is the Lancome Genefique. Okay, this is something I actually bought. And it's going in the trash. Look, I still have that much left. Why? Because people send me stuff and then I start using it and don't finish up what I was doing. So this is wasted. It's been too long. I can't finish that. Okay, then we have this. This is getting thrown away. Ugh, let me put this on the ground. Okay, now, I don't want to be too, about it because, I've been telling you forever, and maybe Clarence listened to me, or more likely, other people were complaining about it. This is a very expensive eye cream. It probably is my favorite eye cream. And it is Clarins Total Eye Lift. This stuff just looks fantastic. Makes your eyes look great. However, 1 out of 3 times, this is going to break. Okay, now I said I'm not going to get all with them over it because I have one in there that I'll probably be breaking open soon. That is their new packaging. So you can buy it in a package, okay, and then refill that package. Okay, well, let me just... Thank you, Clarence, for listening. If you ever purchase these, hold on to your receipt because you may have to take it back. I'm going to bust it open because this is what you got to do. Okay, you got to bust the package open. Like, I won't purchase this. And the reason, like I said, is because at least 1 out of 3 times the package would have to be broke apart and then you'd have to put this like in a Ziploc bag so that you can squeeze out a little. Okay, so I guess they either listened to me, I'm so impotent, or, you know, other people were complaining about it also. Maybe people were trying to return it and they're complaining, and I would too for what it cost. Now they have it in a refill. So you buy the thing and stick it in the, kind of like another one I'm going to show you here in a few minutes. But Clarins Total Eye, yum. You know, if I could eat it, I would. Right, Peach and Lily. So now this was in my refrigerator. No, it was in my shower. Okay, used it up. I am so mismatched. Like, why was I not using this with the Peach and Lily serum and the Peach and Lily, you know, I'm like using this and the City Beauty that. And I have enough of Peach and Lily that I could use all Peach and Lily together. But no, I'm like, ooh, I want to do it. I want to do that. Stick it in the shower. It's gone now. This Power Calm Hydrating Gel Cleanser is beautiful. Beautiful. This doesn't strip your skin. Feels lovely. Does the job. Yeah. Not a thing to say bad about Peach and Lily. Oh my gosh, Clarins Double Serum. I don't know if this is the newer one or not. I can't remember. I've got a couple of these, so, you know. I don't know, but yeah, I love double serum. If you tell me you don't love this stuff, I'm going to either say you're either a liar or you've never used it. No, just kidding. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. Okay, I'm not being mean. Seriously, though. Who don't love double serum? Oh, look, in the bottom here, we got 2 vitamin C's, and they couldn't be on opposite ends of the spectrum more if I tried. Did that make sense? Okay, so we've got very inexpensive. This is the e.l.f. Vitamin C plus E plus ferulic acid serum. What did that remind you of? Vitamin E plus C. Okay, I know some of you probably say some really expensive brand. Timeless makes a vitamin C that is E and ferulic acid. But theirs is like 20% vitamin C, I think, and it's L-ascorbic acid, which means that I don't buy it because it will go bad before I can use it all. Although I've heard they have smaller sizes now, so I don't know. Might be time to return to Timeless for me. Thing is, this is really good. It's a stable version of vitamin C, so you don't have to, you know, use it quite as fast. But it's 15% stabilized version of vitamin C, 1% vitamin E, and 0.5% ferulic acid. So yes, when you open it up, I'm like, oh, that reminds me of Timeless, the smell. It's the ferulic acid. That's the hot dog water smell, is the ferulic acid. And this is nice. I liked it. I enjoyed using it. So I wouldn't hesitate to tell you, you know, if you're just making an intro into vitamin C and you don't know, like, can you handle it? Try this. See if you can handle vitamin C. And then this was sent to me. Ooh, whoa. This is like, ooh, oh. Oh, ooh, ah, this is expensive. In Your Face Vitamin C Plumping Serum, 20% vitamin C, ferulic acid, green tea, shiitake mushroom, and hyaluronic acid. And I love this. It was a beautiful formula in a glass bottle. I kept it in the refrigerator. I wish I could afford it, but I can't, so I won't be using it again. But if you can afford it and you want to, this is a good brand. I really enjoyed using this vitamin C. Did it work better than the e.l.f.? Well, you would hope so, but I can't tell you that my face noticed a difference. I can't go, wow, while I was using that, this disappeared. That is getting lighter, but it's just because of consistent use, not any particular brand. It's vitamin C, okay? Just go get some orange juice and wipe it on your face. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. That won't work.
I hurt myself. I hurt myself. Help me, Rhonda. 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 Yeah. Get back in my video.
Alrighty then, what is this we have here? It is a Advanced Cream Sculpting Cream by City Beauty. This is good stuff. I used to love this, and it would primarily stick to my neck, okay? And then I found the Youth Serum, and I like the Youth Serum better. So this is good. Not saying it ain't. I just would prefer the Youth Serum to this. And, you know, I mean, I can't have both. I have to choose one or the other. So I'm going to choose Youth Serum over Sculpting Cream, but yeah, this is good stuff too. And I went through Grande Brow. Did I use it on my brows? Heck no, I didn't use it on my brows. You guys know I used it on my lashes. You heard me right. It's because I use both the lash serum and the brow serum on my lashes. And I try to not throw away the brush because it'll fit this. Okay, it's the exact same formula. I broke it down once from their website. The ingredients are exactly the same, and you get a little tiny bit more in the brow serum than you do the lash serums. So I went through a brow serum on my lashes. And the last two things are from One Skin. Now I know several of you have been waiting to hear what I have to say about this. One thing I have to say about this is that I actually quite like, this is kind of like the clearance thing, right? Where it's reusable. So you just squeeze and pull this out, and there you got this pouch, okay? And then you keep this, and when you get a refill, you stick it in there, click, and pump this out. I like this face topical, okay? Love this eye cream. Told you about this before, that I felt like it kind of looked like I had been wearing Total Eye by Clarins, right? Okay, this also is one that you can just unscrew this. So I like that they're doing that. It's very simple packaging because this stuff is so expensive and people were asking me about it. I put away all my skincare and I was only doing this, right? Get out of the shower. Well, and vitamin C. I'm always going to use vitamin C. So get out of the shower, put on my vitamin C, put on my moisturizer, do my eye cream. And you know what I really loved was the simplicity. Okay. Now that has nothing to do with these two products. I could simple down like that, right? But no, I got to have it all. Let's try 10 different toners and essences and a moisturizer and, you know, all this stuff. It's my own fault that I have like an 8-step skincare routine. So I did like that I was just doing these two things and that's it until it was gone. Morning and night. What did I discover at the end of it? Well, because I was still using vitamin C, I felt like nothing got undone, right? I did miss the ritual of my nighttime routine, though, because I absolutely love putting on my Genefique and all that stuff, you know. But I felt like it didn't take me 6 months to go through this. Now, it would have if I'd have been using all my other stuff too, because I would have been more sparing with it. Like one night I may not have used this. I may have used something else or whatever, you know. So I feel like I went through this stuff kind of quick for what it costs, right? I didn't see any result that would prompt me to want to pay this kind of money. Now, when I say I went through it, I mean this. I didn't go through this. I stopped using this because I was getting tired of the pilling, okay? Like I told you with the City Beauty one. Like I don't have that problem with Clarins. I haven't had that problem with Clarins. But this one, the City Beauty one, there's a few others I could name. Even if I wait, there's something that is not jiving with my eye cream and my makeup. And I know, you know, you may think, well, you know, is this water-based? Is your makeup water-based? Is it got silicones? Or it doesn't seem to matter. And it doesn't matter how long I wait. Okay, it just pills. Maybe I'm using too much. I tried using half of a pump, you know. But yeah, so it's good. I enjoyed it. I like it. For me, this is not an option because I went through this too quickly. Well, this isn't an option anyway. But this isn't really an option for me because of how quickly I went through this and what it costs. But it's an enjoyable product. You know, it doesn't have a scent. So, you know, those of you who really have a problem with scent, that's going to be a big relief for you. But I really do like how you can just pop this one out when the new one comes in, stick it in here, click, and you're ready to go again. What it really made me do was think about how many products I would actually need to use, okay, because it was simple. And nothing bad happened, okay? My skin didn't die because I wasn't using 15 different things on my face every night. And, you know, I liked how quick and fast it was. That really was worth all the time I spent with it just to realize, Mary, you know, Anyway, that's all I have for you. So let me know below. What did you think of the things I talked about today? Do you have experience with any of them? What are your thoughts? Because, I'm not the only one who's smart. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not the only one whose opinion matters here. So leave below your thoughts. We'd all love to read them. And I want to let you guys know that you are the best part of the Fritzy family. If you're not feeling blessed, just go out and be a blessing to somebody else. Watch that turn right around. And if the Lord's willing, I'll see you next time. Love you. See ya. Bye. And I'm out.